It's time for some real shit, y'all.
I'm trying to think positive. I got a lot on my mind, combined with my prerogative. And now I got a kid, instead of worried about dying. Now I'm trying to live and I ain't got a lot to give. I hardly got a pot to piss. Fruits of my labor becoming rotten. Keeps grinding out of option. Shit.
What's going on? It's your boy SiG, the SilenceIsGod, entertainment, news, media, comedy, music, and knowledge. I get my little entrepreneurship on where I do my little brand building over here. And I'm a conscious Christian. I present common sense to the conscious community out there. Not only the conscious community, but white people, Indian people, black people, Chinese people. It don't matter who on my channel. I love and appreciate all you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate every last one of you that comment on my videos, hit the like button, share my videos, because I'm actually a human just like you. I try to present common sense to bring us together, not push us apart. I try to make sense of the situations that's going on a daily basis, and I try to give you the information where you can actually do something with it, or you can learn something from it, or you can just be like, oh, that's what happened, and continue on with your day. Now, right now, these are the problems that I have with the conscious community, and I'm going to present them, and I'm going to give it to you from a conscious Christian point of view, like I did many times before. That's what this channel was about: information, knowledge building, debunking stupid claims, and coming together and actually having a laugh at some of it as well. Now, anyway, the number one problem I got with the conscious community, they made a religion. Notice this. This is something that you don't hear, that you don't see. They made a religion. Their religion isn't the Egyptology and ancestry. No, none of that. None of that. The spiritual, none of that. Their religion is based off of ripping apart other people's religion and spiritual systems. Instead of number two, I'm not going to go into that. You want a part two? I'll do a part two and elaborate a lot more, because you know I can. People are starting to like me doing these videos. Ironically, because I'm a Christian brother who understand and watch this information for years. I've been in tune for years, haven't said nothing. I tried to stay in my lane, but I'm seeing too much foolishness. Now, number two, second thing I don't like about the conscious community, or the so-called conscious community, which is really one brother who's the plug, who promotes all these people, and then they go out and do their own thing. Some of them stick with them, some of them help them get money, whatever. But we gonna push that to the side. He's been grounded for years. I respect the brothers. I ain't even gonna put his name in the mouth, because I still watch the brother till this day, even though it's a lot of drama going on. I just watch it to stay in tune. I'm still a Christian brother, no matter what person he have on his platform. Because number two, the second thing I don't like about the conscious community is this. I'm just going to it. I'm not going to elaborate too much. We got people always selling shit, always got a GoFundMe, always asking you to donate some money. Every time money is involved, everything gets messed up. Now, people start to realize that they're not doing what they're supposed to do with the money. They sent them money for no apparent reason, and you never see the outcome of the money being spent on what it's supposed to be spent for, or what you gave them the money for. You wind up seeing them riding around in Benzes, living a rapper lifestyle. Now we're going to go into number three. I'm not going to go into that, because only one or two brothers is doing that in the community, but I'm going to leave them brothers alone, because he's going through enough problems, and I respect what he do as well. We're going to go into number three of what I can't stand about the so-called conscious community. The debates never have a conclusion. Every time they have a debate, the two brothers don't come together, piece the information that they combated, and say, all right, you definitely debunked that. I can use this information here. All right, I debunked this. You're gonna have to redo that information there. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come together now in the next debate, and it's not going to be a debate, it's going to be a coming together after the debate lecture, where we take all the information that we gathered upon each other, and that we went back and forth with each other on in a PowerPoint, and not the ego, but the information. We're going to take all of that, and we're going to put together one lecture from the information that we learned from the debate. But no, nobody changed religions, nobody cut locks off, nobody does nothing when they lose a debate. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's impossible for us to get somewhere if every time we argue, it's like arguing, the conscious community is like arguing with a woman. No offense to the ladies out there, but if men argue with women all the time, and even women agree, sometimes, okay, I had to calm down to think a little logically about it, because men, we always thinking logical. It's a nature thing. Sorry about that. Y'all ladies be on point too. No disrespect. Now we're going to go into number four. You notice the conscious community never teach shit from their book. They want to talk about the Bible, the Quran, and any other. I talk about the Bible and the Quran because there's literally over 20 million of each group. So that's over 20 million people of each I'm talking about, and there's more Muslims than there's Christians out there. Y'all didn't know that? But fun fact. Now anyway, they sit there and they talk a lot of ish about the Quran, they talk a lot of ish about the Bible. Granted, you got your own opinion. Even some of them, they kind of go into the history and be like, thank you. Now they go into the history and they be like, alright, this comes from this comes from that. Alexander period, Constantine, takeover, information got distorted. A lot of information like that I can appreciate. It was well researched or whatever. That's cool with me. You could be an atheist and not believe in the Bible or the Quran. As long as you read that whole book and actually got a reason to, what I'm going to say to you. You read the book just like me. You gathered a different opinion. You see things differently. I can't sit there and choke you to death. You gonna believe in it? Like, I can't do that. You gathered your opinion actually from your own research. I actually respect you more than I did to somebody who talks shit about the Bible and Quran and actually never read it. So I respect the people who actually read it and say, I don't like it because of this. Not somebody who say it because I don't like it because these niggas and the bad representations, we could point out bad representations in the whole conscious community. So saying that about the Christian community or people who actually trying to get their life together and trying to do something good or trying to do it for the right reasons, hey, it is what it is. You dig what I'm saying? I can't say nothing about somebody who did their research. Number 4. But the one thing I want to elaborate on, start teaching shit from your book. Why don't you go into the Egyptology book or the Book of the Dead? I got the Book of the Dead. You know, I'm coming for it by day and night. And there's quite a few other books I'm supposed to have. But guess what? I'm not about that life of reading a whole bunch of books when I'm supposed to be practicing what I preach. You can read all the books in the world and die tomorrow after you read every last book that you were supposed to read. If you ain't use none of it, if you ain't help out nobody, if you ain't teach nobody, if you ain't bring nobody up, if you can't talk to somebody in the opposite religion and still make sense and have a good conversation and actually be brothers after that conversation, what the fuck am I listening to you for? Let's just keep it real. There's common sense on this channel. This is genuine love for people. This ain't nobody selling you shit or trying to push a mixtape, even though I did make a mixtape, SilenceIsGod, and it's a conscious Christian mixtape, not talking about none of this BS or trying to, still, you hear what I rap about and you understand where my heart comes from. Now we're going to go into number 5. Number 5, the 5th thing I can't stand about the so-called conscious community, and I call it so-called, is because we're supposed to be conscious, but it's full of cons. And then we got the community, and there's no unity, and there's no common unity. You dig what I'm saying? So, sorry to tell you this, but the conscious community is so-called that because we gave it that name, because that name got popular, but nobody in the conscious community even talking about what makes you conscious, which is the spiritual system called which is the spiritual system that helps your third eye become open, which is why we go to Egypt, the foundation of all the information and the basis. Number 5, the 5th thing I don't like about the so-called conscious community is this: the gang mentality. You telling me if I'm trying to get out of a gang to better my life, I gotta join another one? Why would I come to you guys if I'm trying to better my life and get my spiritual system in order? Try to get my mind right. Try to get my spirit right, my soul right. Why would I go to an organization that teach hate, teach me to not read a book, do her own research, but toss the book out the window and burn it? Not only that, judge other people based on their skin color, do the exact same thing that the slave masters did to my race. Why would I do that? Yes, I know about the slaves, the Moors did have slaves, yes. You know what I mean? It wasn't to that magnitude though, so we're not going to take it there. I like to bring common sense. I let you know that I understand where some people might be coming from on an opposing level when they watching this, like, hey, a Christian, and they automatically can't stand me or hate me. But anyway, the gang mentality gotta go. I can't try to get my life together and try to better my life after, like, it's supposed if I'm out there, which I'm not out here robbing and killing people and hurting people in my own community and then sit there and then when I try to better myself and realize that, oh snap, that everything that I was doing was wrong, you know what I mean, killing my own people, even selling crack to your own people, that's killing your own people. Sorry, you might be trying to feed your family, but you definitely killing another one. Sorry to say that, but that is one of the problems in the conscious community. I know everybody out there sell crack. I watch too many web series, so my head is kind of like, I'm talking to, you know what I mean, people who's out there hustling, but thinking that's the only hustle. Well, wonder why I do YouTube. But anyway, the gang mentality. Like, if you can't hold yourself as the individual and as a man on this planet and do your own research and read on your own, try to better yourself in your own, try to find yourself, try to actually go out and try to actually stay away from old ways and try to actually do good and do better than you used to do, or at least try to elevate yourself every day and try to prosper and try to actually know that, you know what I'm saying, it's a blessing to be on this planet. If you trying to do that, I can't go to the conscious community, because the conscious community is going to do not only going to get me into some drama with the somebody who opposed my point of view, but it's also going to wind up getting me, I don't know, shot, dead. You dig what I'm saying? For the half of the shit that's going out here and on this. Half of the stuff that we see in this conscious community, once somebody get hurt, we just seen Omar Johnson going against Rasul and Seti, so we already see where certain things is getting us. I thought gang members and stuff like that was the problem, but regular people was even worse than them. Now I want to leave you with number 6. Number 6 is this. Egyptian information foundation was from spiritual practices, and a substantial amount of that information came from first-hand experience. The number one thing that the so-called conscious community ignored is the spiritual practices that make you conscious. Now, many of us humans have been enlightened by a particular source, and your understanding is something that's undebatable and nobody can take away from you. So if you had a personal experience with God, the creator, or something that you believe that definitely was spiritual, and you do your own research, you find out that I might have just had a divine experience with God or whatever, or you built a relationship with God, or you feel you built a relationship with God and this is the way how, and you read the Quran or the Bible, or you a Buddhist, or you just meditate, whatever, your third eye became open and you don't know which way to go and you're trying to find your way, whatever. You put your stories together and we actually bring that information together to actually build upon. Not push each other away and be like, you didn't find God through that because I said so. I did my research. You can't find God through that. You can't do that. But when you bring people together with the information, be like, that's how you found God? That's crazy because I found God like this. How you find God? Well, damn, that actually sounds similar to the way I find God. These two different books and two different understandings. How do we, how do we put the pieces together? And then we take the information and actually use the information to form an opinion about the information, about where these people was coming from, the mentality of the ancients, all that. Anyway, this your boy SiJ, SilenceIsGod, entertainment, news, media, and knowledge. I'm up out of here. Peace.
When it's all a numbers game like Sudoku, at least SiG ain't never lied to you. We do stuff to get views. We do stuff to get views. Yeah. See, this is SiG new to media. The comedy and music free to your scrap. And every track you be like, ooh, I needed that. When knowledge drops, better questions than was Jesus black. Sometimes I bring you facts, sometimes I feel the need to rap. Nonsense make me crack the fuck up like I need a chat. My content make you wake the fuck up and you ain't even that. The little seeds I leave in that can lead the pack. Call me random or strategic. We do stuff to get views. Yeah, we do stuff to get views. Stuff to give views.